Hey, what's up, everyone? I want to welcome you guys to another episode of Here's What I Think with your host, Charles Tabansi. We'll discuss everything from current events, economics, politics, and how it all relates to business and life. And today we got a crazy show in store for you guys. Before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Folks, all hell is about to break loose. Now, as you guys know, we've been covering this Diddy story for some weeks now. Since we've been on this channel, we've been covering it closely, giving you guys updates and our thoughts on these updates. And then about 3 weeks ago, we got a bombshell when an accuser came out and tried to tie Jay-Z to one of the incidents involving P. Diddy, and Tony Busby, who's a lawyer representing a lot of the accusers going against Diddy, also tried to tie in Jay-Z. Then Jay-Z put out a public statement immediately shooting down the assertions and claims that Busby were trying to put out there, and he had this back and forth, and his lawyer went out there and made some comments and all of that. So the lawyer then made some comments that had a lot of people perk their ears up, where essentially this lawyer said that Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z do not have a relationship. They're not friends. As a matter of fact, they're just colleagues, work colleagues, and nothing beyond that. That surprised a lot of us and caused a lot of us to give a side eye to the situation. Like, whoa, bro, what are you talking about? Like, what do you mean Jay-Z and P. Diddy are not friends? Like, what are we saying here, right? But then some people were quick to point out that, look, that's what Jay-Z's lawyer said. That's not, in fact, what Jay-Z said. So we need to parse his words and take that with a grain of salt. The lawyer just doing whatever he has to do in the best interest of his client to distance him from whatever allegations may be circulating out there. So we did a show about that. So what happened? I was combing through the internet here, and I came across an article from Yahoo News, and it had the following headline. It says, Jay-Z reportedly plans to show zero loyalty to Diddy as he battles scathing lawsuit. And I was like, whoa. So then I started to read what this article had to say here. And folks, you will not even believe what Jay-Z and these guys are planning to do. So this is the article I want to get into. Let's get into this article here. Okay, so let's get into the article. It then says, Jay-Z will show zero loyalty to Sean Diddy Combs amid ongoing allegation battles, according to reports. The rap moguls are facing a lawsuit from a lady identified as Jane Doe, who accuses them of taking turns R-ing her at an after party when she was 13. The cases continue to unfold with various motions, and reports now suggest that Jay-Z may use any tactics necessary to avoid jail time, including throwing Sean Diddy Combs under the bus. The article then continues on. According to the Daily Mail, Jay-Z is reportedly preparing to do whatever it takes to defend himself from these allegations filed against him, including cutting ties with his fellow rap mogul Diddy, who was also named in the case. A source told the news outlet that Roc Nation's founder has zero loyalty to Diddy and would not hesitate to throw him under the bus if it means clearing his name. The insider further explains that Jay-Z has already shown his intentions by distancing himself from Diddy when the rapper was arrested on sex crime charges in September. They added that any legal action Jay-Z is currently taking is solely focused on protecting himself. The moment Diddy was arrested, Jay-Z scrubbed him from his existence. He is going after Tony Busby for himself and not for anyone else, the source said. They added, the only thing that he cares about is him never stepping foot inside a jail cell and his family being safe. Jay-Z is extremely powerful and will deploy any tactics necessary. Then the article then continues on. During a press briefing in New York, Jay-Z's attorney, Alex Spiro, was asked about the rapper's relationship with Diddy and whether he planned on speaking about it. However, Spiro claimed that Jay-Z and Diddy do not share a strong relationship beyond working together and that the title founder knows nothing about Diddy's battle. Mr. Carter has nothing to do with Mr. Combs' case or Mr. Combs, the lawyer said per CNN. They knew each other professionally for a number of years, just like in all professions, people know each other. At the music awards, they support each other. There is no closer association between any of them. That also mattered. That's also a matter of fiction. That's all that there is. He doesn't know anything about the charges or allegations against Combs. He has nothing to do with that. Then it says, Diddy wants Roc Nation boss to succeed against allegations. Then says, despite Jay-Z's plans, Diddy reportedly hopes his fellow music mogul wins the case. Continues on. According to an insider, the Bad Boy founder believes that Jay-Z's victory would not only clear his name, but also could set a precedent for other sexual assault civil suits he is currently facing. Diddy does enjoy that Jay-Z is fighting against the same person that is accusing him of doing any wrongdoing, the source said, because if Jay-Z succeeds, it would help Diddy tenfold. They continue. Diddy has a never-ending mountain to climb, but any small win could only lead to bigger wins. Diddy is very happy that he isn't fighting everything alone, and then the article then goes on to say a few other things there. What are my thoughts on this? I'm surprised, but then again, I'm not surprised. I'm surprised because these gentlemen did seem close from the outside looking in. They look like they were friendly with one another. They even videos online of them attending various movie events. There's a video of Jay-Z coming to Diddy's house, picking him up. He was even in his bathroom. They're looking at Diddy's, like in his home and all of that, to them driving to this Rock Nation brunch or whatever it is. So you look at these guys, you look at how friendly they are. He showed up to his 50th birthday party. They're popping bottles. He's wishing him happy birthday, brother, and all of that. To then hear that they were never friends, Jay-Z wants nothing to do with him, like, that's surprising because the optics would suggest otherwise. But then when I think of other situations in former business partners like Biggs or Dame Dash, you didn't realize that Jay-Z kind of has this pattern about him. Now, again, we're going off of the assumption that what this article said is true and what his lawyer said is true. I'm just going off of what I read there. I don't know. Jay-Z hasn't said anything himself. But based off of that, when you hear these stories about his former business partners, you're like, well, if he turned on them, then who is Diddy for him to turn on him? You have that aspect of it. But then you also have the aspect of, obviously Diddy wishing him well, hoping that Jay-Z does well. Because look, if Jay-Z does win this battle against this Tony Busby guy, and one of the points that his lawyer, Alex Spiro, brought up, he was like, how do you file 120 cases in like 2 days? How do you vet all of that? He's like, there's something criminal taking place here. Well, if we find out that what that guy is doing is criminal, and in fact that he's crooked, then it will help Diddy tremendously. Because if you have a lawyer representing all of these accusers and you find out that this guy is just out here looking for a money grab, then all of a sudden it just totally disintegrates all of these allegations coming from people like him. And then if the defense can then make an argument and say, well, if this guy's lying, how do we know these guys aren't lying? And the minute you create doubt, remember, for Diddy to be convicted, he needs, without a shadow of doubt, everyone needs to think this guy is guilty. And if there's any doubt that lingers in someone's mind, then he can walk away scot-free. So, of course, he wants Jay-Z to do well against this lawyer, against Tony Busby. A lot of his cases riding on that, I'm pretty sure. Like, they're watching like, damn, well, they got Jigga too. And also, it's also important to state, just because this lawyer is saying that him and Jay-Z Diddy have no relationship, it could also not be the case. It could also be the case that Jay-Z wants Diddy to do well. All of these things could be true. We don't know. What I'm reacting to is a story, however, that was published by Yahoo News, which is a reputable news website, right? So to me, man, look, if the story is true, then it doesn't really surprise me based on the examples that we have in the past. And also, if Jay-Z does win this case, which I think he will, against his accuser here, it will definitely help Diddy. Now, how far will it help Diddy? No one knows, right? His trial is set for May 5th, 2025. We have to wait and see. But nevertheless, we thought that it was something worth sharing with the audience. So what I want to know from you guys is simply this. Number one, what do you think about this report that says Jay-Z is willing to do anything to throw Diddy under the bus? Number one. Number two, if Jay-Z is able to win this case, do you think it helps Diddy's cause? Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We'll catch you guys on the next show.